Hi, I'm FM Mirkon, and this is my late predictions for the Euro 2020 tournament that's now playing. I appreciate this is a little late. It's around 3 days or so behind the actual games. So we're on Scotland is the next game today against Czech Republic. But all of my predictions was done beforehand. I'm going to go to a site called Copabet, which I'm not sponsored or affiliated to by any way. It's just a nice way of predicting who's going to win each game and then into the latter stages who's going to end up where, and you get points and hit ratios depending on what actually happens. So I'll show you that right now. So I'm going to show you my scorecard, which shows that you can't edit anything after. So say for example I'm trying to change Turkey Wales from Turkey. I can't do that, and I'm trying to click here. I believe there is something around here which says that you can't actually change the thing. FAQs. Can I change my scorecard? Yes, you can change it up to 2 hours before the opening game, and after that you can't change it whatsoever. Um, After the event has started, can I change my scorecard in any way? No, the whole idea is to make your prediction before, and then you have to stick with it, and whatever you've put stands, and then it's a matter of seeing how well you did in terms of predicting the whole tournament. So for my scorecard so far, I'm 100% hit ratio. I'm actually 26th in the global rankings. I think there's like 36,000 people on this website. So yeah, pretty fantastic start for me. I predicted the Italy 3-0 win. By the way, I think I mentioned before, you don't have to guess the exact score. It's just a matter of who wins or whether it's going to be a draw. So yeah, I got the Italy win. I predicted a draw for Wales and Switzerland, which was a draw. Finland managed to sneak it 1-0 in that horrendous game against Denmark, which we all hope Christian Eriksen has a speedy recovery. But I did predict that Finland would sneak it, and I was saying to some friends that I think Finland could edge it because they will just be resolute in the defending, and they will manage to sneak a goal, which happened, albeit in a very weird game, I guess you can say. Belgium absolutely romped Russia 3-0, which I was expecting. Um, the Austria game, they managed to win 3-1, which I think North Macedonia actually looked pretty solid until the latter stage when they looked like they were starting to fatigue. England managed to get our 1-0 win against Croatia, which we love to see. And then probably the best game of the tournament so far is the Netherlands and Ukraine game. I think Yarmolenko, the first Ukrainian goal, is probably one of the contenders for goal of the tournament. It was an absolute beauty. I think I've watched it like 6, 7 times. It's fantastic. But nevertheless, Netherlands won that, and it's a 3-2 result, meaning that we are still 100%. So going into today's games, it's Scotland and Czech Republic, which I've backed Scotland to do so. Furthermore, we have the Spain and Sweden game, which I think Spain's going to win, and Poland's going to beat Slovakia in the rest of today's games. But just going through the tournament in general, you can kind of see here, if you want to pause it, feel free to do so. These are my predictions for each group. I have Turkey to beat Wales, Italy to beat Switzerland, Turkey to beat Switzerland, and Italy to win against Wales. Then it's kind of the same thing with Russia and Belgium, both winning their games, with Denmark and Finland not winning another game. Kind of the same again for Netherlands and Ukraine winning all their games, apart from the last game in the group, which I think Ukraine and Austria could draw. I'm not sure what kind of score I'm feeling, but I think it's going to be a draw. With the Group D, with England's group, we have Scotland to beat Czech Republic today. Then we have Croatia to beat Czech Republic, England to beat Scotland, Croatia to beat Scotland, and then England to beat Czech Republic. So no draws in that group. Group E, the only draw I have is for Sweden Slovakia. Even though I do think that Sweden could probably edge it, I'm just kind of feeling a draw. And I mean, after all, I feel like there's got to be a few draws in the group stages, so I'll have like 4 total just to try and chance my arm. Also for this, like for the league I have for my work and the global rankings, you need to try and have a few differentials. It's kind of like fantasy football to because every correct prediction gives you a set amount of points depending on how hard the game is to call. So, for example, the Finland game was like a 99 point total because it's pretty hard to predict the game. Um, but yeah, so have to have some differentials, and this is one of the draws I'm predicting. Then aside from that, I'm expecting Spain and Poland to win every single game, with Spain beating Poland when they meet. For the group of death in Group F, we have Portugal to beat Hungary tonight, with France beating Germany. Then we have France beating Hungary, and then France beating Portugal. With the Portugal Germany matchup, I've gone for a draw. I think Germany are going to be third place in the group, but I think this is potentially a tight game. And then obviously Germany to beat Hungary, who should finish 0 points with my predictions. So with the group stages played, then my predictions to be as like who goes through out of the groups, like the third place playoffs. I chose Wales to sneak a third place. I've chosen Finland to sneak a third place, which they're on a good track right now with the one win that they have. That should probably be enough. I also have Scotland to go through, and I also have Germany to sneak through in the groups because it's usually 4 out of 6, if I'm not mistaken. So with that, this is how my round of 16 looks: with Belgium, Wales, with Belgium to win; Italy, Ukraine, with Italy to win; and then we have France, Austria, with France to win; Croatia, Poland, with Croatia to win; Spain, Finland, with Spain to win; England, Portugal, England should win that one; and with Netherlands, Germany, with Germany to cause a bit of an upset there, to say they had a tough group, and the Netherlands looks pretty solid after last night. Maybe not as much defensively with them Ukraine goals, but they look very attacking. I think the Germans will beat them. Then we have the Turks to beat Russia. I do think Turkey is going to be my wild card for this tournament, which is why you see I have them pushing further along. So with our quarterfinals, we have Belgium, Italy. Italy to win that one. France, Croatia. I think France should proceed. England and Spain, which will be a very big match. But I want England. I think England can win the tournament, so I've got them in there in the semi-finals. And they're facing Turkey, who will beat Germany, which maybe is kind of like a small rivalry, I guess, because I know there's a lot of Turkish people living in Germany, so maybe there's a small rivalry there. With our semi-finals, I've gone for Italy to beat France, which will be a bit of an upset. I think Italy look really dominant. I think France also have a fantastic squad, but I mean, there's got to be a few upsets in a tournament, otherwise it's not a standard tournament, right? And then England to beat Turkey, and which then brings us to the big final: Italy, England at Wembley. And I think home advantage, we've got to win it. Football's coming home. But that's my predictions, and just showing you the Global League now, just to showcase how it works when all the predictions come through, and like with the points and the hit ratio and things like that. It kind of gives you a little chart here to show you the results. So for the Finland Denmark game that I got correct, it was like 97 points, and I'm sat at 100% ratio. Likewise with all these people. I'm not sure how many is around 100%. So far I can see I'm at 26th. So there's only 42 people right now that has 100% score on this website. But that's going to wrap it up anyway. And as you've seen with all my predictions and how I'm thinking it's going to be, I think England's going to win the tournament. Turkey to be the underdog, who will go quite far, kind of like Wales did in the 2016 version. And I think France will get knocked out in the semis. In terms of goal scorers, I don't really have any wild predictions for like top goal scorer or like best goalkeeper and all that kind of stuff. But this is more purely just like a results, nation versus nation prediction that I've done. Let me know in the comments what you think of my predictions. As I said at the start, I know it's a little bit late, but this was all to show as well that my predictions were made from the start, and that's kind of what I've stuck with the whole way, even after seeing a few games and seeing how some teams are performing. But make sure to drop a like, and as I said before, comment down below as to what you think of my predictions and how you think the tournament's going to go. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Yeah, have a good one.